Okay, today is shit. I don't even know, man. What's that? November 12th. Like almost 10 o'clock, 9:55, same thing. And today was cool actually. Today I had a rough start. I don't know what's been going on with me lately. I haven't been using my head much. Been very just out of my own head. I guess people say in your own head. I'm out of my own head. I don't hear like that little voice talk to me anymore. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I just went to work today. Woke up early. It was at 6 a.m. And I just piloted. I went like autopilot mode, you know? Didn't say nothing, didn't think of nothing. I messed up a lot of work today. My boss kind of got upset at me, saying like, "Oh, are you alright? Like, can you work this and that?" They were just teasing me at work today, saying like, "Oh, he's probably thinking about this and that. He's probably thinking of a girl, this and that." I wasn't thinking of anything. Recently, some stuff has been going on. Not with me in particular. Kind of with some people I care about. And that's been on my mind a little bit. But I don't know. It's like in there, and I'm like, maybe I'm subconsciously thinking about it, but I don't I don't hear myself thinking about it in my own head. Um, yeah, what was I thinking about? At work, I was thinking about, how I see myself in this person that I'm not gonna name, but I see myself in this guy, and it's just like, I came from the same spot. What makes me so different? What made me like get to where I am? I couldn't get an answer out. I couldn't really come up with anything useful. I was just saying a bunch of words, to be honest. At that point in my life, when I was working on like trying to get back on my feet, trying to redeem myself for, all the things that I felt so wrong for doing, like all the people I've wronged and stuff. I really took a lot of influence from like books and stuff. Like Sun Ken Rock was a big influence for me. I actually got it tattooed not too long ago. It's about this guy who goes into the mafia, and he's learning what it means to like earn people's respect and be a man and stuff. And there's a lot of humility in that. Even in the first few chapters, it's kind of like the first thing that they talk about, which I think is pretty cool. I've never just really been the type to like admit it and be open about it. I usually just am ashamed, and I kind of hide from it and stuff and keep it in my past. But yeah, I didn't know what to say. I tried to tell him like, everybody, anyone can redeem themselves. Anybody can bring themselves up from that. As long as they work at it. And being redeemed, it's kind of like an inner kind of thing. You do it for yourself. Because if you ask for the validation of someone that you've wronged, I don't think it really counts. Because they might not ever give it to you, and that's not really the point. It's to heal yourself, as selfish as that sounds, because you wrong someone else. But in a way, hopefully that that there's you meet somewhere in between. They can at least appreciate that you're coming somewhere. You're not, you're going somewhere where you came from, and it's not that same bad spot. You're not wronging anyone else. But a lot of people, at least that I know and that I see on social media and stuff, can be very spiteful, and they want you to suffer. They want you to never be forgiven and this and that, which I understand. It's very hateful. I think it's very helpful, but so many weird things are normalized nowadays. I think that's one of them, being like super hateful. It just eats at you. How do you wake up and just wish harm for someone? It's like a huge list, right? Why would you make a list of people that you just want to see do terrible? Why wouldn't you make a list of like people you want to see do well, like your friends? I could list a whole bunch of people, Like I wish for my friend Wesley and his girl to, get hitched, man. I wish for Wesley to get a good job. I wish for Julian to start driving soon. I wish for Jason to figure out what he's doing. I wish for Tony to have his big room and stuff, his little man cave. I wish for Steve to have a big wardrobe full of clothes. I wish for Kevin to find his style. Man, the list goes on and on, man. But that's just so much easier, I feel good about that. Like I want to see that happen, Those are the people I love, man. Like I couldn't wait to see that happen, I don't want to wait on that, I want to see it happen right now, Things take time. Good things take time, Yeah, back to my friend, man. I feel like I'm reaching on my hand as far as I can. I'm starting to understand there's only so much I can do, and that's really like hard for me to kind of swallow. Like I feel like it's just so powerless. I can't help my own friends. If I could do anything, I wish I would be able to have the power to do that. That's my image of happiness. And speaking of that, I only say that because I got it from a book. I'm reading JoJo's Part 8, and not to brush over what I was talking about. Very, very big, touchy subject. I don't want to get too much into it, but I'm figuring out, taking baby steps. Hopefully break out of that circle. You do the same things, you end up in the same place. So my advice to him was just to step out and do things that I think would be healthy for you. He thought he was living for other people, and if you do things that you find things that you enjoy. You want to beat like a game and this and that. You set goals for yourself. I know it's in there. And so you can apply it to other things too. I know it's there. It's deep in there, but it doesn't only exist in that. It can be applied to other things. But yeah, JoJo's Part 8. I'm reading it. I like it a lot. Man, I was at work and I was reading one of the chapters. I think it was 50, 60-ish. Oh my god. I'm a receptionist, so I just kind of sit there and like sometimes like I help out and sometimes I read when it's not busy. And when I was reading, I got to this part and it's so sad, man. Oh man, I love JoJo's. Just the whole embodiment of what it means to be a man. Self-sacrifice and humility and strength and helping others and stuff. It sounds so fucking corny when I talk about it. Anyways, super good. It's probably my favorite part. I think I want to get a tattoo somewhat relating to Part 8. Probably get one right here, right, the star, because that's what what's his name, Josuke has, right, in Part 8. That's the character, and that's the JoJo in Part 8. And maybe I get like a little bubble wrapped around it. And speaking of tattoos, I got a new one actually. I don't know if you're able to see. I can't really see that well. But got 3 stars. Dude, that doesn't really mean anything. I just got it because I like that. I wanted them smaller, but honestly, yeah, it doesn't mean anything. But when I think about it, it reminds me of these 2 other kids I used to hang out with. I remember one time we were hanging out during summer, and we take walks. They're like they're a little chubby, a little heavier. They stay inside all the time playing Fortnite and this and that. Their name's Thompson and Danny. And so we go out for walks every time we have like a big meal or just tired. I don't know, just want to go on a walk. The sun's going down. We just want to walk together. They actually helped me get through a breakup. It was like a really hard time in my life, and those little kids, man, they mean the world to me. His name is What is it? He has a YouTube. It's Zygon, whatever. It's pretty funny. He just posts videos. He wants to be like a huge like content creator and this and that. His videos and his humor. I mean, he's a middle schooler, so it's like middle school humor. But I hope he keeps at it. I really like him, man. He's a good kid. He actually got me Polnareff's earrings, if you know what I'm talking about from Part 3. That guy's my favorite from Part 3. But yeah, man, those kids. That's what it reminds me of, because I remember we were walking down the street one time. It was real dark, and the stars had just came out. And I looked up, and I don't know what I said. Maybe I watched too many movies. I was like, hey, look up, man. Like that's us. Like that's us 3, man. It's those 2 stars right there. And I'm the big one right here. It's on my neck. You can't really tell the size difference, but it's supposed to be 1 big one and 2 little ones. I just picked it up because I thought it was cool. But it really did remind me that there's some stars in high. I could probably point it out if I went back around the same time. But yeah, it's just like a little pizza. It's like 2 right here and 1 right here. And I'm the big brother. I gotta teach them what's right and what's wrong and stuff. They're good kids, man. I want to talk about Thompson. Thompson's a really good kid, man. Very selfless for his age. He's 14. For a 14-year-old, man, he sure thinks about a lot of things in this world, man. Other than himself. Thinks about his brother, thinks about his sister, thinks about his mom. Everything, man. He's in like a little bit of a living situation. He's divorced. His parents are divorced. And his dad lives in Texas, and he loves his dad. And he visits every time he can. And he was thinking about moving out there with his dad. And as much as he wanted that, as much as like that's like the thing he most wants in his life, he thought about his brother and his mom, man. He's like, yeah, but like I feel bad. Like, I don't want to leave my brother Danny behind. They both have different dads, by the way. And Danny's dad, unfortunately, is a deadbeat. I don't know if I'm sharing too much online, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't disclose names. I'm not sure, but anyways, yeah. So it was really like hard for me to like imagine this little kid, man. Like he'd be jealous of his older brother, you know, like to have like such a caring like dad and stuff. But Thompson's dad is cool, man. He even send games like to Danny. He'll be like, hey, like happy birthday and send him stuff like that. That's not his kid. He doesn't have to do that. And every time Thompson gets something, Danny gets something too. You know, he always makes sure that that kid gets taken care of. And I like that. He's a really good dad. You know, and it makes sense that he's a good person. You know, he has good influences around him. I'm not saying that I touched on any of that, but I hope I did. I hope maybe there's a little bit of me inside of him somewhere. You know. Yeah, I like that kid a lot, man. What do I want to talk about? Oh, where you come from. Where you come from. That's a big topic for me, where you come from. So, I don't even know where to start with that. So, part 8 is kind of about like his memories and how he loses his memories. And he's trying to find out his past and this and that. So that got me thinking like where do I come from? You know, like who am I? Like what makes me me? Like why could I overcome such like a difficult thing? You know, for the longest time I was like, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that. I should hate myself and this, not like that, but like I should let myself have this. I shouldn't give myself this. This is the only things that people who do good things in life deserve. And I just made things tough on myself for no reason, pretty much. I don't know, how do I, like, what makes me so special? Like, why am I this person? Like, where, like, I refuse to believe I was just born with, like, as someone who, like, wants to have a big heart and wants to achieve this and that, like, you know, anyone can have that, you know. I refuse to think that I'm even somewhat special. But man, you should hear some of the things my friends say, man. It just makes me, I don't know, I just wish I could see myself the way that they see me. It's just, they say so many amazing things. It's like they're talking about this person that I don't even know, like you would see from a movie. Like, it's like when you're a little kid and you go into the theater and it's the first time you're seeing Spider-Man, you know? Just as an example, you know? Or you see like Captain America, you know? It's like seeing a superhero on the big screens when you're just a little kid, you know? Like, wow, like they're so cool. Like even Power Rangers on the TV, man. It's like, oh my gosh, like he's so cool. He's such a cool guy. He's like such a good person and this and that. Like, that's how I feel, you know? And I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't know. Oh yeah, where I come from. I'm really trying to figure out how maybe I could learn how to one day properly raise, you know, if I have a kid, adopt a kid or something like that, to be someone who cares about that stuff, you know? Because a lot of people I'm around, I don't know, that just isn't their priority, you know? Priority is money, priority is, you know, having a bunch of hoes, priority is getting drunk on the weekends, the priority is buying a bunch of expensive stuff to show off, and it's just like, I don't know where all this came from, you know? I would like to know. You know, I wonder if my dad's like this, you know, maybe I get it from him. My mom, not so much, I don't want to touch on that. But you know, my dad, like, I don't know. Maybe he was the same as a kid too. I remember when I went to Vietnam, and all my aunties and grandmas, they're like, oh wow, he's just like him. He sits the exact same way. He acts the exact same way. Oh, like his dad used to always sit in that exact same spot. He used to eat that exact same way. This and that. I don't know. I don't remember much about my father. I don't know if I picked up too much from him. I mean, I see him on weekends. He doesn't express very much, you know. And that's another reason why I make these videos, because I don't know too much about my past, my history, and this and that. But just the fact that I'm here and that I think about all these things, it must come from somewhere, you know, and that it must mean that I have a past. Obviously, I have a past. But these videos are just so that if I ever forget, me and my dad forgets, you know, he's lived a long time. There's probably a bunch of stories he's forgotten about here or there. That if I have these videos, that maybe I won't forget. Maybe I'll be able to share these things. Maybe one day I end up like my dad, and I don't talk too much, but you know, but I know he was, he was once a kid, so he had a lot of fun and stuff, and it's just my way of kind of documenting that, so that if I ever become less communicative or something happens, that there is a part of me in these videos that my kid or maybe someone I care about, will get to see. I think that's great. I don't know. Just kind of wish my dad did something like that. I don't know. It's not too late, I could always talk to him and ask more about him and stuff. From what I know, from what I've asked, every time I share a couple things like, oh, Dad, I want this car and this and that. It's so funny. It always comes full circle, Like, I really want a 350Z. That's kind of been my dream car ever since I got into cars, at least. And my dad told me, oh, man, he's like, oh, that was my car in California. I had a 350Z. He's telling me all about it. Like, he used to have a bunch of cars, but just the fact that he had one, he's like, yeah, it's very popular back in the day. And he said he had a Lexus and this and that. He said he moved through all these kind of cars, but I just think it's pretty cool that that's like my dream car, and my dad once had one, I don't know, all these things, they all tie back to something, right? Your past and your heritage and where it all comes from. So I think it's good to know where you come from, and if you don't, it's good that your kids know where you come from, right? Or, I don't fucking know, man. I'm just saying stuff, but yeah, this is me just so somebody knows where I'm coming from, who I am, and what I'm doing, and this and that, day to day, day tomorrow, whatever, man. But yeah, hope all my friends are doing well. I want to show off some things that I got recently. Kind of like a little unboxing video. I don't know. This is something I want to show. I got this little Oogie Boogie. Hey, it's kind of scummy. Nah, I'm not even gonna tell you. I didn't do it, but I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say it because it sounds bad if I don't say anything. You can resell Build-A-Bears. You heard me. They sell limited like Build-A-Bears. This guy I got for like 30, 40 bucks. Oogie Boogie, whatever, sells for like 100 online. And Mew, there's like Pokemons that come out. They had a Mew one. That one's like 100 bucks. And they had Spooky, the little dog from the Nightmare Before Halloween, Christmas or whatever. The little dog. That thing was like 15 bucks and it resells for 100 too. So man, if you ever type for some money, man, I'm pretty sure kids aren't buying this on eBay and stuff, man. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure it's the parents. So I kind of feel bad. I haven't done it. But I just know it's a thing. And I feel bad leaving that information out there. But hey, man, like, hopefully my friends are watching this, and if anything goes wrong, man, you can always fall back on that. And there's this one website, I forget what it's called. They're basically like, what do? They do petitions to make plushies, and they make plushies of like whatever. So like, there was a Killer Bean plushie. Man, that shit was like 26 bucks on the website. Check out eBay. Check the prices right now, man. After this video, I'll just tell you. It's 300 bucks, man. 300 bucks for like an unboxed version of that. And they've sold before. And so there's a bunch of like other obscure stuff. I forget what it's called. If you hit me up, man, I can let you know what it's called. But I've been just trying to work on getting my money, man. As messed up as some of it sounds, but like a Killer Bean plushie, like, what does a 10-year-old know about Killer Bean? Like, I'm selling that to some dude who's probably my age, who probably loves it. But that's a want, not a need. So I'm not really too worried about that. Oh, man. Oh, no, never mind. I'm going to upgrade my shoe collection a little bit. I'm about to show you some shoes that I got. Oh, shit. Anyway, yeah, I've been buying and selling shoes here and there, working more on trying to get my money, man. These are the laces. I think they're pretty good. These are silk laces for the shoes. Come on, man. Why is nobody buying this shoe? Like, why is no one buying this shoe? I don't know. This shoe is not that expensive. It's pretty much retail, and I want it off of sneakers, so it's retail for me anyway. And these, man, God, you would not believe how stupid, like, expensive these were. 300 bucks, man, just for a little pair of this. Like this, man. What is it? Can't tell, but it's an icy bottom sole, so it'll yellow. It'll definitely yellow. These are the ACW Docs. Pretty cool when I'm putting them on camera, actually. Yeah, man, they look like the same. They look like my docs, to be honest. It's really no joke. I paid 90 for these. I mean, they look really cool. There's a whole name to them and history and collabs to them, but yeah, man. So that's some stuff I picked up. God. Okay, I'll clean up the mess later. I'll worry about it later. But I hope all my friends are doing well. Wesley, I've been thinking about you, man. Man, you won't believe it. I was talking to somebody and they was talking about curry. And I don't know, I just think about curry and I was thinking about all the times you invited me over to eat and we'd have curry, man. So that's a little funny. That's just a little weird. Every time I think about curry, I think about you. Anthony, miss you, man. Sorry I didn't get to go to your birthday. I don't know if you watch my videos. You probably don't. You probably haven't found it yet. You know, I haven't told anybody, but you know, I think about you, man. Every time I see you and your girl online, it's just like my favorite couple. If anything happens, man, just know, like, I'm gonna DM her. I'm gonna be like, yo, take him back. Like, he loves you, man. I know he messed up, man. I've known him for like ever, man. He messed up. Just take him back, please, please. You know, if y'all break up, man, like, I'm gonna feel that too, man. I can't afford to go to a breakup right now. Yeah, but who else am I thinking about recently? Oh, Carlos, man. We gotta get tatted up. Carlos and Maddie. What do I want to get, man? I'm getting Gyro next, man. Gyro, JoJo Parsa. I just been on a whole like JoJo reading kind of like binge right now. I'm gonna get Gyro somewhere, man. Probably like right here, man. Yep, all the Caesars and Zappellis and JoJo. Yeah. Anyways, that's just kind of the last note I want to leave off on. Hope everyone has a good holiday, man. Coming up. What is it, Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. I'll be coming up around Christmas, so maybe I get to see some of you guys. Hopefully I do. If you guys don't go back home, I know you got families and stuff to go to, but yeah. Holidays is tough, man. I hope everybody has someone to spend it with. I'll definitely be seeing my friends. I'll definitely be seeing some family too, fortunately, this year. So, you know, I hope you guys do too. All right, yeah, thank you so much for watching, man. Everybody, yeah, take care, man. So I'll see you when I see you.